Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
Streaming 24/7.
24/7.
Bold Moves Radio.
Bold Moves Radio.
Afrika nakupenda sana. Oh, Afrika nakupenda sana.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen. When you hear that sound again, Africa nakupenda sana, you know that it's that time of the week where you are having an appointment with me. I'm Dr. Hlami, and we are the African Experience here on Bold Move Radio. Wow. Thank you so much for our listeners for always joining us and tuning in. Today we have a very, very exciting show. I'm actually broadcasting all the way from, Livingstone in Zambia. You know that, on this show, I'm often not alone. Unfortunately, my co-host, AVENTINA MABUNDA, is not here today because she's traveling. But, she's going to find, more information that we can be sharing with you on this platform, the African Experience, with me, Dr. Hlami. Good evening again once more, and thank you for always joining us. Today or tonight we are profiling, Zambia, and this country, they call it the real Africa. I'm in Zambia now, and I can attest why they say it is a real Africa. I'm staying at this beautiful hotel. Oh my word! But anyway, I'm not going to say much about it because we have a beautiful guest who's going to tell us everything about it. Let me welcome our guest for tonight. Her name is Christine Melu. Christine, welcome to the African Experience with me, Dr. Hlami.
Good evening, and thank you so much.
Wow, thank you so much for honoring us, to be our guest tonight. Who is Christine Melu? Let us start there before we go to the work that you do. Who are you?
Okay, so my name is Christine Melu. I'm a public relations and marketing manager here at Radisson Blu. So before I joined Radisson Blu, I had actually worked for a competitor hotel. Obviously, I won't mention it. I don't want to start selling other hotels. Mm-hmm. So I worked as a PR coordinator for about 8 years. And I've also worked for a national broadcaster. I worked there for 2 years as a TV and radio producer. And my previous job before, so I left the hospitality industry for a short while. I became an executive assistant at an orphanage within Livingstone, and so here I am now, a public relations and marketing manager for Radisson Blu Livingstone. So it's actually Radisson Blu Mosotunya Livingstone Resort.
Okay, Radisson Blu. This is the hotel. You know what? I came here about 2 days ago. When I entered, this hotel, the hospitality was something else. But something that stood out for me, when I entered my room, I felt like whoever designed this, they designed it with love. It's like everything is sharp to the team. I want you to tell us a little bit more about, this Radisson Blu hotel, because I understand that is pretty new.
Yes, so Radisson Blu is the newest baby in Zambia, in Livingstone as well. So we partially opened the resort mid-December last year. The official opening of the resort happened this year on 20th January. So we are 6 months old. We're babies. We're not even a year old yet.
Wow.
But people are loving it already.
Oh, no, I can attest to that. Because I'm seeing here and I'm standing there and I'm like, wow. I think this is really worth, sharing. Maybe tell us a little bit more about where it is located so that, people who want to know a little bit where it is located and what are some of the things that you offer at the hotel, and we'll have an opportunity to show, some of the pictures so that you tell us a little bit more of what is happening there.
Okay, so our resort is located in Livingstone, right here in Zambia. And some of the services that we offer are So I would say we're the only hotel that has a mini golf course. We have a tennis court. We have a kids club. We have a gym. We have a spa, and we also have a boat cruise. I'm very proud to mention that we actually have 6 dining areas, so you can eat. You can have your meals on the boat during the boat cruise, which runs daily on the Zambezi River, of course. So you get to see wild animals. You pass along the Mosutunya National Park, so you get to see elephants, hippos, some monkeys, and crocodiles. Then yeah, so there's quite a lot that you can do, and our resort obviously is caters for family as well, and that's the reason why we have a kids club, so that whenever you're traveling with your children, you can stay with us. They can go to the kids club, and we also provide babysitting services, so you can leave your child with us. You go on different excursions, and your baby is well taken care of. And like I mentioned, we're the only resort that has a tennis court. We have a tennis court, and this is just exclusive for our residents only. The golf course as well, though it comes at a very, very minimal amount.
Okay. So now, I come from South Africa. Every time we say, I'm going to Zambia, everybody thinks about the Victoria Falls. How far is the hotel from the Victoria Falls?
I would say so the most amazing thing is that whilst you're staying with us, seated at our viewing deck, you're able to see the Victoria Falls. So there are 2 ways of seeing it. You can either sit on our sun deck, actually 3 ways. Whilst you're on the boat cruise, whilst seated on our sun deck, as well as it's just 10 minutes drive to, less than 10 minutes, so to say, 10 minutes drive to the Victoria Falls.
Wow, so it's very close, and I can believe it because the room that I have, I'm actually having a beautiful view on, to is it the Zambezi River?
Zambezi River, yes.
Yes, I'm just sitting here and I can see, that a cruise boat that you are talking about, and I can't
wait. It must be arriving, yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to actually experience it tomorrow. There's no way that I would live without, experiencing it.
It's a must-do activity when you're staying with us.
I can believe that. Wow, we have, some of our listeners here. Itani Pungo is saying, is there excursion to Victoria Falls? I think, you can actually be able to respond to that. But we also have Caroline Hamatanga who's saying, good job, Christina Melu. Wow, thank you so much. We have another listener there, Gavaza Gloria Ngoveni, saying, good evening. Thank you so much, Gloria, for always, joining in. And thank you so much for joining. This is the African Experience with me, Dr. Hlami, and we are talking to our beautiful guest, Christine Melu, who is actually working, the Radisson Hotel, and she's a manager there, and whatnot. Okay, at this point in time, we're gonna show some few pictures, and I would like you to tell us what's going on, because we are so good in harvesting, and we picked some few pictures. Okay, let us see, DJ Messi. Let's see. Okay, so this is what you were talking about.
Yeah, exactly. So we have a mini golf course which has about 18 pots. So it's such an exciting activity. I tried it, though I'm an amateur, but I didn't realize that it was such an interesting activity. It's fun until you play.
I see. Okay, wow.
So
look at that.
This is our beautiful resort. That's the frontage of the resort. As you can see, we are just right on the banks of the Zambezi River. Yeah. And that's our main pool. We have some rooms there. Just near the palm trees there, that's where the viewing deck is. So you can sit there and watch the Victoria Falls from there.
Okay, let's see more pictures. Okay, and what's going on here?
So we also have conference facilities. We offer conference facilities here. We've got 3 ballrooms. We have 3 boardrooms as well, and 1 meeting room. So once you open the ballrooms, to make one because they are partitioned. Once you make one, it can cater for over 300 people. So for all the meetings, all the events, weddings, conferences, any event, we cater for such events.
Wow, 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 wow. I can see that, some people are already, okay, maybe let's see, before we go to our listeners there, what is going on here? Wow, wow, wow. This is so beautiful.
So remember, I had mentioned that we have different venues where you can have your meals. This is just one of the eating areas. Venue. This is called the Boma. So here you can sit just on the banks of the Zambezi River. You have your fireplace there. So we have, usually at the Boma, we have traditional food that's set up there.
Okay. Talking about traditional food.
Yes.
Okay, we keep on. I see some more pictures. I want to give you some opportunity to share, and then we will process, everything. Yes.
Yeah, so this is just the view. So this picture was taken from the third floor. On the third floor, we have a spa. I'm sure another picture will be shown, but this is the beauty of the resort during the day. So one thing I would like to make mention is that when you come to the resort in the morning or in the afternoon, you will love the place. When you come in the evening, it's almost like you've gone to a different place. As you can see, the picture that we had shown earlier and this one, they look totally different, yet it's the same property. So it's a good thing. Staying with us is like staying in two properties at the same time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see, maybe there could be another picture. Oh, you spoke about the gym.
Yeah, so we have a gym, and this is only for residents at no cost. So all you need is just a key card and you can access the gym at any given time of the day.
Okay, I can see, okay. We even have the spa.
We have the spa. So we have the spa and it's on the third floor. So like remember I'd mentioned to say the other picture was taken on the third floor. As you are heading towards the spa, that is the view. So we have a spa here. So we have for individuals, individual massage room, treatment rooms. We also have for couples. So you are able to see that view, the beautiful view of the Zambezi River, the falls whilst you're there.
Wow, so beautiful. I can see here. Oh, so this is the tennis court that you spoke about, that you are the only hotel that has the tennis court.
Definitely. We are the only one with the tennis court.
Okay.
So this is our main restaurant. So this is our main restaurant. We serve our lunches, dinners, and breakfast in the restaurant. It's called the Kumboka restaurant. So breakfast and dinner buffet, and then lunch is a la carte. So you can have it either in the restaurant, by the viewing deck, or at the poolside.
Okay, wow. This is so beautiful. I can see some of our listeners here already want to come, because I see there's a listener there, Tsakane Mama. So thank you so much for always joining. She's asking about the contact details. I think before the end of the show, we will allow you to share your contact details. But I also have a listener there called, Joanne Mawila, say, good evening, family. Thank you so much for joining. I have Gillian Coach. Gillian Coach is actually here at the hotel. She's coming all the way from Kenya, and she's saying Radisson Blue Livingston is the beautiful hotel I'm visiting currently, and the scenery is to die for. Good job, Christine and the team. So this is one of your guests who is actually here and can actually attest to some of the things that you are saying. I see Mandla Mabunda. I knew that my co-host will always, even when you are traveling, you are not able to co-host with me, but you always listen to the show. She's saying, well done, Doc. I can see, this is the escape to world travel, experience. Wow. Christine, we're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, I want us to talk a little bit about the food here in the hotel, and we'll continue to talk about Zambia as a country. Let's take a commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere, because we still have a lot to share about Zambia, the real Africa. Let's take a commercial break. ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You are at the African Experience with me, Dr. Shami. You know, normally during this show, I'm always not alone. I always co-host with my co-host, Aventina, Mabunda. Unfortunately, today she's not around. She's traveling, but she's listening to the show wherever she is. We are today experiencing, a beautiful, beautiful hotel here at Livingston in Zambia. And I am with my guest, Christine Melu. Christine, let's talk about the food. And I'll tell you why I'm very much interested, about talking about the food. Is because I think that was yesterday when I went to the hotel, especially at breakfast and all that, and there was this nice area where I could eat my most favorite food, mopani worms. And for me, I travel a lot. I've never in a 5-star hotel ever seen, the hotel serving mopani worms. Why is it so special for you to have that kind of food stuff here?
Okay, so when you visit any Radisson Blue hotel, you discover that we believe so much in ensuring that every visitor that's visiting any of our properties experiences the authentic local food. So that's the reason why, obviously, we're a 5-star hotel, yet you are having traditional food. So the mopani worms, we call them binkuvala here, also part of the local delicacy that people really enjoy. So we believe in ensuring that, because like you are saying, you've traveled to different places and sometimes you don't get to eat food like that. But when you come to the Radisson Blue, you will make sure that you eat the real, authentic Zambian meals. So we also have something we call African polony, which we call chikanda. That is one of the things one of the meals or delicacies that you would enjoy as a local food that we provide or serve in the restaurant during our meals, usually lunch or dinner.
Okay, but what are the local food? Because I know it was not only mopani worms, and did it taste so good? It was so crunchy, and I'm like, ooh. Unfortunately, this morning I went to the same spot and I was looking for my mopani worms. I couldn't find it. I hope I will be able to eat them again before I leave on Friday. Yeah. So what are the traditional food?
So like I mentioned, we also have the African polony, which we call chikanda. We have visashi. That's ground vegetables mixed with either pounded groundnuts or peanut butter. We have dry fish, tilapia, and we also have very small fish, which we call kapenta.
Kapenta, yes. Okay, I know kapenta. You also have kapenta here. I know they have kapenta in Malawi as well. Yeah.
Oh, great. We also have oxtail. Sometimes we have goat meat, and my favorite, we also have village chicken.
Okay. The long, they call it the long distance runner. Like chicken or village chicken. Wow. I really like this. I like this. You know what? You know why I like this? Because, there's this, when you go to 5-star hotel and all that, sometimes you lose your indigenous, food because, it never gets served. But I was so happy just to see mopani worms, because back at home, I love mopani worms. But if I have to eat mopani worms, I have to go to some, places somewhere to go and buy it. But you don't get it in the mainstream, restaurant. I really like that. I see Manda Mabunda saying, Manda Mabunda, she's saying I have to take a picture of this African polony so that they can see what it looks like. I will definitely take a picture. I will look for it, Manda.
Definitely.
I will take a picture and I will share. Wow.
So the reason why you didn't obviously have that on the meals today is because we want you to have enjoy different meals whilst you're staying with us. We don't want you to be bored. So obviously, maybe tomorrow, hopefully, I'll speak to our chef and make sure that they have a little plate for you.
Yeah, no, I will really, really would love that. Yo, I see Tsakani Mabasa also is very much interested in that African polony. I will definitely, when I go to the restaurant, I will ask for the African polony. When I see it, I'm going to take a picture and I will share. Wow, wow, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the African Experience. You are with me, Dr. NGWENYA. We are with our beautiful, beautiful guest here. Her name is Christine Melu. We are broadcasting live from the Radisson Blu Hotel in Livingston. I know that middle name I struggle to pronounce, but we'll come to that because Musiotunya. We're gonna come to that because it has something to do with Victoria Falls. Wow!
Yes.
I can see here Gillian also. She's here. She's here. When we finish the show, I'm going to bring her to you so that you see that she's really, really enjoying it. She's coming all the way from Kenya. She has never tasted mopane wem. And when we were dining a day before yesterday, she tasted it. She was like, wow, it tastes like chicken.
Yeah. So I have 2 customers. I need to make sure that the 2 of you enjoy your delicacy tomorrow, African Zambian delicacy tomorrow. I'll work on that.
Exactly, that was beautiful. She says, I need to taste it oh no, she also wants to taste it on the African polony because I know she tasted mopane worms. Wow, thank you so much, for really, really sharing this. We are not going anywhere as yet because we still have a lot to share. Okay, we're gonna take another commercial break. When we come back, we're gonna move a little bit from Radisson Hotel and we talk about Zambia as a country. Okay, let's take a commercial break. Don't go anywhere. When we come back.
Are you ready for the ultimate dietary powerhouse? Look no further than Masana Dietitian's Nutro Boost. Our scientifically formulated low GI food is designed to give you the boost you need to fuel your body and reach your health goals. With NutriBoost, you have the flexibility to enjoy it as a high-fiber cereal or a satisfying shake. Simply mix it with water and indulge in the mouth-watering flavors that we have to offer. But that's not all. NutriBoost is packed with essential nutrients that are beneficial for your overall well-being. Enriched with 20 immune-boosting vitamins and minerals, it's a convenient and effective way to support your immune system. And here's the best part. NutriBoost is gluten-free, egg-free, and high in omega-3, making it suitable for those with dietary restrictions or allergies. Need an energy boost? NutriBoost has you covered. It's high in energy and protein, providing you with the fuel you need to power through your day. Whether it's a busy morning or an intense workout session, say goodbye to midday slumps and hello to sustained energy with NutriBoost. Try it today and experience the difference. For orders or to become a distributor, contact us on the following details.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Now we are going into the second half of the show. You are with me, Dr. NGWENYA. This is the African Experience on Bold Move Radio. We are profiling Zambia, the real Africa. I'm not alone today. I'm with our guest, Christine Melu, who is actually working, here at the Radisson Blu Hotel or Resort in Livingston. This hotel is so beautiful. It's just, I'm sitting here. You can actually see the Vic Falls there. You can see the Zambezi River, as she has actually explained. Okay, Christine, now I want us to talk about Zambia as a country. Maybe before we even go there, I know you shared a lot about, the things that people can do within the hotel. But are there other things that people can do outside the hotel, but while they are staying here?
Yes. So we have an activity center where you can book for various excursions. You can book for bungee jumping. You can go to the Mukuni Peak 5. So there you can do a walk with the lions. with the cheetahs, elephant park safaris. There's other, obviously our hotel has the best cruise. Yeah, I'll be biased. But you can do different, you can go on different boat cruises. You can also do a game drive. You can do a game drive. There's a crocodile farm. So you can go to the crocodile farm, you can view the snake. You can also go and view the snakes, play with the snakes if you are very adventurous. There's the boat swing. Yeah, and then there's whitewater rafting. There's quite a lot there's helicopter rides, microlights, and more.
Wow, this is so beautiful. Okay, so let's talk about Zambia as a country. Someone who doesn't even know where Zambia is, where is Zambia located on the African map?
Okay, so we are in the southern part of Africa. We have, in case you've never heard of Zambia and you've heard of other countries like Congo, Zimbabwe, Tanzania, Angola, those are some of our neighbors. So Zambia is a landlocked country. These are some of the countries that surround us.
Okay. And
Namibia, Botswana.
Okay. And where does the name Zambia come from?
So the name Zambia comes from the Zambezi River, which is one of the longest rivers in Africa.
So Zambia was named after the Zambezi River.
That's the Zambezi River, yes.
Okay. And why do they say Zambia is the real Africa?
Just like you mentioned, you see how you've been talking about just the radisson blue. The moment you just explore Zambia. I know right now our previous tagline as Zambia was Zambia the real Africa. Now it's Zambia let's explore. When you explore Zambia, you find that we have a lot of natural resources which haven't been tempered. We can talk about the animals, the rivers, the trees. So everything is just natural. Nothing has really been tempered. Because if you look at, for example, even like hotels have been built, but we still have our national parks here. The Zambezi River, nothing has been tempered, but we're still using it as it is. So it's untempered. It's as natural and beautiful as God made it.
Okay. I see Tsakani Mabunda is very surprised and scared. She says, Christine, are you saying we can be able to play with snakes? Did I hear you right?
Totally. Yes, you can when you go to the crocodile farm, but you have to be with someone who's manning those snakes. So you can't just see a snake, find a snake and start playing with it. You always have to go to be with someone who mans those snakes. Because I am afraid of snakes. I wouldn't even dare trying to hold any snake. I can't.
Same here. Maybe we should go together because sometimes they say when you have a phobia of something, you can actually, overcome your fear by confronting whatever.
Oh no. So there are two fears I'm willing to keep: the bungee jumping and snakes. Those are two things I'm not ready. Those are two excursions I'm not ready to do.
Okay, but you can do the zip line and the
rest. Yes, I have done that. That's fun.
Okay, yeah. So, Zakari, you heard, if you come here, you can actually go to that place where you can actually play with the snakes and all that. Wow. Thank you so much. Yes, I still want to explore a little bit, and I like what we are saying, that, the whole, it used to be called, the Zambia, the real Africa, because you have a lot of, natural beauty, wildlife, things that have not been tampered with. I think that that is something really very exciting for me to hear. And surely I hear that you are a landlocked, country, which means you don't have, oceans around. But you don't lack like beaches, like places. Yeah.
Not at all, because like in Zambia we have so many falls. I know most of the people only know the Victoria Falls, but we have so many. You can go to different places in different provinces, and you find there's we have so many falls. We've got lakes as well. We've got The rivers, that's something we can't even mention. We've got, I think one of the places that you'd enjoy going to is the Lake Tanganyika.
Okay.
We have like the Zambia beach. There's so much to explore in Zambia. There's so much. I know most of the Livingstone is the one that's more prominent. That's mostly marketed. But there's so many places you can visit in Zambia. You can go to the Lower Zambezi. There's the Kafue. You can go to the Kafue National Park. There's so many places you can actually visit in Zambia, and there's so much water, so many animals to see.
Wow, wow, wow! I see. Mandla is asking, what are the travel requirements, for South African? Mandla, I can tell you because I'm here. There are no travel requirements. You don't even need
nothing. Nothing. All you need to do is pack your bags and come to Livingstone.
Absolutely. And for me, when I went to Livingstone, there's this new airport. It was so beautiful. You just come and you show them, your South African passport, and they just let you go. Oh, that was so seamless, Mandla. If this is really the place to come to.
Wow, I think the other thing that they need is just the energy to just explore.
And something that stood out for me, from the airport, the hospitality. When I entered the hotel, everybody is smiling, it's like welcome, and people are so helpful. It is so beautiful for me to actually experience this. So Mandla, don't hide behind I need a visa. You don't need a visa. You can actually just come and experience, this beautiful country and all these, untainted, things that, Christine is telling us about. Okay. I know I want to leave the Victoria Falls for last because, I know a lot of people who want to know more about that. But let us talk about the people and the culture. Yes. I understand that, Zambia has got, so many languages.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us a little bit more about the languages that are actually spoken in Zambia?
So initially we have 72 tribes with different languages, but our official language in Zambia is English because there are so many. It would be very difficult for someone to learn over 70 languages. And we have about 7 languages also, official languages that are taught in different provinces as well and as in school. So to say, Bemba and Nyanja are the most prominent languages spoken across the country, though we have 7 main languages that are like taught in schools, because obviously different provinces have got different languages that they speak. So just to make it easy for communication, that's the reason why we have one official language, which is English.
Okay. And the food, what is your the food that is being that you eat here? Yeah.
Nshima, pap. That's
Nsima.
What we eat the
so
most.
Nsima, that is okay. Nsima, that will be pap for us,
Pap, yes.
In my language we call it no huswa.
You call it what?
Okay, huswa.
Okay. Okay, yes, so in my language, which is Bemba, we say uwali.
Uwali.
Yes.
Uwali. So it's very close to ugali as well.
Yeah,
I understand that here in Zambia there is also a tribe called Tonga.
Yes, the southern part of Zambia speaks. They speak Tonga.
Okay, and my language is Tonga. So it shows that as African we are really one people.
One. We're the same.
We are actually one. Yes, we are the same. We are one. The things that we eat. The culture and the languages. There are some dialect here and there. Wow! Thank you so much. I see we have Owen Lisuno who's saying Muisa Jessica Mwasa. Thank you so much for joining.
That's my husband. He's here to support. Yay!
Yeah. Thank you so much, Owen, for joining. We are having a beautiful time with your wife here. She's sharing, a lot of, knowledge about the work, about where she's working, but also about Zambia as a country and its people. We are really, really enjoying here. Okay, so let me, because you talked about so many tribes and so many languages, and we're talking about food. While we are still talking about food, I had, as I was driving to the hotel, I just want to pick, there was something, just give me a moment, Matamba Betu, something called Matamba Betu. What is it all about?
What's that?
I think Matamba Betu or something like that. I think is a place where they are serving a lot of Zambian traditional food. Do you know anything about that? I
About
think
the
there was a
place.
restaurant somewhere. Yeah, I think there was a restaurant that I came across there. Okay, no, that's fine. So now tell us a little bit more about what are some cultural things that stand out for Zambia, other than food. It could be maybe music or maybe other cultural practices that you want to brag about.
Okay, so I think the most important thing, the first thing I'll talk about is that Zambians are very friendly, very respectful, and I think even in terms of dressing, we are very modest in the way we dress. We love our culture. So we have a lot of traditional cultures. But one thing I can mention is that for us as Zambians, we always want to be a part of a different culture, so to say. So we have a traditional ceremony called the Umutomboko ceremony. When that happens, it doesn't matter what tribe you are, you want to be a part of it. It's one of the biggest traditional ceremonies that we have. We can talk about the Impala ceremony, same thing. It doesn't matter what tribe you are. So these are really, really big events, traditional ceremonies. So when they're happening, if they're happening in a particular place, I can assure you that the lodges and hotels are fully booked because people plan for such events. So I will talk about traditional ceremonies. I think we are so much into traditional ceremonies. We celebrate our chiefs and kings and
Wow, that is beautiful. Is there any trend in terms of how people give names? I know back in South Africa, some of the names have meaning. For example, my name is HLAMALANI, which means be surprised. And sometimes there is a trend in how people name their children. Is there anything special about how you name children in Zambia maybe?
Sometimes, yeah. So sometimes people will name their children because of passing on their names from their parents. But I don't want to mention a particular tribe. We always tease a particular tribe. For example, in their elections, we have tripartite elections, and someone names a child tripartite. We have elections. There's all these new terms that come up, and someone would say a particular tribe likes using such names. But we do have funny names. I wouldn't want to mention because I wouldn't want to be attacked.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's not unique to Zambia. Even back in South Africa, we do have people like COVID-19,
such names, yeah.
Yes. So it's not very unique, to Zambia. Okay, so we're gonna take another commercial break. When we come back with the last half, I want us to talk a little bit about, the Victoria Falls and many other things that are actually happening, here. So thank you so much. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We are taking another commercial break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the African Experience with me, Dr. Shami. We are tonight talking about this beautiful country, Zambia, and I'm with a beautiful, beautiful soul here, Christine Melu, who agreed, to be our guest, and she's sharing with us anything and everything beautiful about this country, Zambia. Okay, Christine, before we went on a commercial break, I wanted us to talk a little bit about Victoria Falls. And I know
Yes.
that, every time you talk about Zambia, especially Livingstone, we talk about Victoria Falls. I have not been to Victoria Falls, and there's no way that I go back to South Africa without, going there. Maybe let's talk about the name. I like the traditional name, the local name, which your hotel is also part of. What is it called?
Yes. The Mosotunya. The Mosotunya.
Mosotunya.
Yes.
And what does that mean?
It means the smoke that thunders.
Aha. So Mosotunya.
So when you're at the Victoria Falls, you can hear the thunder.
I see. Oh, Mosotunya.
And when you're looking at it, it looks like there's smoke. So
I see.
That's where it comes from. So that's a local name that means the smoke that thunders.
Okay, so if I don't want to call it the Victoria Falls, I can actually call it the Mosotunya. So definitely,
Yes.
I would like to actually go to Mosotunya. Okay, as I'm preparing myself, to actually go there, what should I be on the lookout for?
Sorry?
I'm preparing myself to go and visit Mosotunya, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. What is it that I should be on the lookout for?
Okay, so one thing I can tell you is that there are monkeys there. There are baboons and velvet monkeys there. So you really have to be on the look. They are very, very naughty. So when you have plastic bags or food, they are ready to just snatch anything that you have in hand. If you don't like getting wet, then you should definitely carry a raincoat, though there are raincoats there. If you need a guide, there are always tour guides there. They can explain to you as you move around. They'll take you to different sites and explain to you more about the Victoria Falls and the sites that are there.
I see our listener here, Gillian Koech. She's saying actually she went there. The first thing that she did, she told me, I came here and I just went, to Big Falls because she didn't want to miss any opportunity. So she's saying, yes, the thunder is real and the smoke is pure white that turns into rain. Zambia is such a beautiful country. So we have somebody who's coming to Zambia for the first time, and she has visited, the Big Falls, and she's saying, wow, 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 this is actually a die-to country. I'm sure, Gillian, you might want to come back and visit, yes. But now let's talk a little bit. I still want to talk about, Victoria Falls, because there's something significant. I understand that, it's one of the 7 natural wonders.
7 natural wonders of the world, yes.
Yes. So this is very significant, because, and I think it is the only natural wonder in Africa, maybe. I stand to be corrected, but it's one of the 7 natural wonders in the world. Okay, so that is very significant, and it is also mentioned by UNESCO as one of those the heritage sites. Wow, so that is really, really beautiful. That is something. Okay, so what else? What else can you share about Zambia that we don't know?
Okay. What else? Let's see. So we have some minerals like copper. So we have copper and copper. We are one of the largest producers. We are one of the largest producers of copper. We have a couple of mines in Zambia. What else? What would I want to share about Zambia? So as you come to Zambia, you should not forget to buy some souvenirs, because we have a lot of crafts that you can get. You can get anywhere in town, at the Victoria Falls, and different hotels also. They usually have souvenirs. So don't leave Zambia without a souvenir, just to remind you. And the most amazing thing about Zambia is that I can assure you that you'll come back again. You would want, even if you don't, you have the desire.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that is very true. That is very true, because I was sharing, some of the pictures with my kids, and they were like, "Oh, we want to go there. We want to go there." So we'll definitely have to actually come back to Zambia. I have to bring my kids, because I cannot experience, this beauty alone without, getting my children to really experience it as well. Okay, so I like it that you were talking about the copper, and so what are some of because that is surely contributing to the economy of Zambia, and I will be very much biased to agriculture. What are some of the agricultural produce that Zambia it's famous for?
Okay, so obviously there's maize, we have sorghum, millets, cassava.
Okay.
Yeah, I can talk about groundnuts, beans, some rice.
Oh, rice. Okay. Okay. So now I want you to tell us a little bit more the difference between Livingston and Lusaka. And I know a lot of people know Lusaka and all that. What is the difference? I know.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, Lusaka is the capital city of Zambia.
Okay.
But Livingston is the tourist capital. So the place to be when you want to visit. I'm more biased to tourism because I'm in the industry, and I want people to come and experience our tourist capital. So like you have more activities that you can do in Livingston than you would in Lusaka, as it discussed. So there's some things you can do in Lusaka, not taking that away from them. But for you to experience most of these various excursions, like I mentioned, Livingston is the best place to be.
Okay. Wow. I see Gillian. Definitely, she's saying she's coming back to Zambia. She wants to bring her son.
Hopefully she's coming back to our resort.
That's what she's saying. She's saying, specifically she wants to stay here, and she still also wants to explore, that snake park, and walking with lions. Wow, I can see our listeners are really, really, excited about the information that you are sharing, and people want to come and visit, Zambia. Wow. I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I'm taking in, all this information, and say, you know what, I'm already looking forward, to go and, see, the Vic Falls, and I'll have to see what else I will be able to see in the short time that I will be here. One of the things that we actually do, during this show is actually to showcase, the beauty of Africa, the beauty of Africa and the culture and the people. And I think that is exactly what you are sharing, because sometimes in the mainstream, media and all that, when we portray Africa, as, you're thinking about poverty, you're thinking about, I don't know, and whatnot. And yet we miss out on the beauty and the richness of Africa as a country. So and we still have a little bit more time. Maybe let's talk about the music. What some of what is your favorite music that you like, which is very local? What kind of music do people listen to?
I think Zambians listen to different types of music, different genres of music. So I would say we listen to South African music, to house, we listen to Nigerian music, we support local. As we say, local is Laka. So we support quite a lot.
Okay. We also say local is Laka.
So we support quite a lot of Zambian music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we
And
do
maybe,
listen. We entertain. I mean, we're good people. We also entertain. We listen to entertainment from different countries
from
as
different
well.
countries. Yeah. So maybe
Yes.
if you were to single out maybe some few local artists, what names will pop?
What's that? Sorry.
No, if you were to share maybe some of the local artists, what names, which names are actually popping? What are you thinking about? Like some local musicians, for example.
Okay, well, quickly, I would mention Your Maps. He's one of the most happening artists
Mm-hmm.
in Zambia. I would mention Chef 187 is an award-winning hip hop artist.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's a new guy on the block, not so new though, Chile One. There's Roberto, an international performing artist. We have Mam P.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we've got Mark 2, Slap D.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, just to mention a few.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure. Probably I'll engage you, after the show, so that you actually
Yeah,
give me those names, so that I can actually
yeah.
listen to some.
So you
I
should
remember.
download some Zambian music. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. So when we started, the workshop today, so I'm in Zambia because I am actually facilitating, the workshop. So we
Right.
we had, this music. What was they call it? Is it 2 by 2 or something like that?
Two
Do
by
you
two.
know?
Yeah. The title of the song is called Mao.
Mao. Yes, yes.
It's a
So
very,
when
very prominent song. Old song is probably even older than me. But
okay,
yeah, it's a
that was
very,
so beautiful.
very prominent song.
That was so beautiful because then we played and the participants were actually dancing, to
Everyone
the music, and
participated.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it always gets you off. It always
Uh,
gets you on your feet.
yes, exactly. I can see there is Caroline Hamatanga who's saying Sampa the Great, Chef 187 Wezi Mone. Do you want to say something? Do you know anything about
So
that?
she's just mentioning some of the more Zambian artists.
Ah, okay. So, Caroline, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. Maybe, Caroline, you can also maybe put on the chat there and share some of the things that people need to know about Zambia. If there's somebody who's listening from somewhere and they have to list the countries that they want to visit, what is it that will make them put Zambia on top of that list? What are some of the things? Caroline, you can also share your experience there so that we see how we bring people to come and visit Zambia. Yeah, so I just want you to think about these things. Let's say there's this person somewhere, they have to choose 2 or 3 or 4 countries to go to. What is it that will make them put Zambia on top of that list?
Okay, so to start with, remember you just mentioned that we have one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. That's number
Mm-hmm.
one. And the truth of the matter is, I don't think there's any place that has more friendly people than Zambia. We are very
Okay.
friendly. We are very
Mm.
welcoming.
Mm.
And like we said, Zambia is a real Africa. Nothing is tempered, so you find everything as
I
God
see.
created the natural resources. So this is the best place. I would recommend it 1,000, no, a million times.
A million times. And talking about that, there's something that I actually wanted to forget. The termite hill or something
That
like
might
that.
do. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
What
we
is so
have quite a
special?
lot.
Mm,
Yeah, we have quite a lot. So as you move around in different places, you actually find that there's so many of those. Like it's just unbelievable.
they are
You'd
big.
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, because I heard, actually they are quite big. So
Yeah,
it
quite
really,
big. Yeah.
so it actually really supports, what we are saying, that you have a lot of things that are not tempered. So even the
Yes.
termite, will always grow and become so big because you are not tampering with that.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's
thank
true.
you. Thank you so much, for really, really sharing the beautiful Zambia with you. Maybe before we go, there was a question. I think somebody wanted to know how do they get, contact, with Radisson Blue, for example? How do they get contact, if they want to maybe book or, something like that?
Okay. Yeah, so they can send an email. Our email address is reservations.livingston@radissonblue.com. That's reservations.livingston@radissonblue.com. And then our cell line is +260 962 409696.
Yeah, I think we can actually take that information and we will share with the listeners, out there. Wow. Yeah. Thank you so much. I feel so excited because I'm actually experiencing, the hospitality of this hotel. I'm experiencing, things that I can see. You're talking about, the boat and everything. When I look out, I can actually see that. And this is so beautiful. Okay, maybe one last thing. We normally talk about the parting shot. What is the last word that you want to share with our listeners tonight before we come to the end of the show?
Okay. Maybe one thing I should have mentioned earlier is that the Radisson Blue is the best place to visit because we have 200 rooms, which caters for different groups, for conferences, family retreats, honeymoon, and all those. So we've got presidential suites, we've got hotel suites, twin rooms, and all our rooms have got king size beds. So you feel like you're home away from home. So they should definitely visit. This is the best place to be. You feel home away from home because we are going to show you love, just like you're experiencing it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you so much for having me.
We will take your contact details again so that we can, or maybe let's share that so that DJ Messi can share with the listeners. You said okay, just give the information again slowly, then I will type it quickly for DJ Messi to share with the participants.
Okay, so that's reservations with an S.
.Livingston. Okay.
At Radisson Blue.
Okay.
.com.
RadissonBlue.com, and I'm sure people can also find you on
Facebook and Instagram as well.
Okay, I hope I have it correctly. Reservation. Okay.
Reservation with an S.
And your contact detail plus
260
962 40 96. Okay. 96. Okay, fine. We will share that information with them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the time. And thank you so much for having me. Yeah, thank you also to our technical producer, DJ Messi. And thank you so much, and all our listeners. Thank you so much, and God bless. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you so much.
Streaming 24/7. 24/7.
Bold Moves Radio.
Bold Moves Radio.
Afrika nakupenda sana. Oh, Afrika nakupenda sana.